the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Emamo akwa babi mba ya Nsem-Pii TV so. Honorable Kwaku Amprachum Sapon, the Member of Parliament for Mampong constituency. Onunyafo we the Deputy Foreign Affairs Minister. Then Honorable Koko Apai, Honorable Buafuye pa abra na one obi etwetwem komo ekosi century medie so. Efa ni colleague on no mrahye bidwafie. Okudzeto Ablakwa on said the Member of Parliament for Northton in the ticket of NDC Amonyoko no. Honorable Kwaku Amprachum Sapon Nsem-Pii say Okudzeto Ablakwa na adwen say and ohunu no say enyame aduma 2028 ohunu no as a presidential candidate for NDC Amonyoko no. Say a former President John Dramani Mahama a current flag bearer for the National Democratic Congress anywhere Ono Okudzeto Ablakwa ehu NDC Amonyoko no ni partitre bia sabi owom a oche no a obetimi abe presidential candidate ama NDC Amonyoko no echen ono Okudzeto Ablakwa enti onam entro ana odi twa eto Addo Akufo-Addo ene Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ni NPP aban ehu fi se na be ya NDC Amonyoko leaders be mu se Okudzeto Ablakwa de se a former President John Dramani Mahama ekode a Yemfa Okudzeto Ablakwa eme presidential candidate. Nene Honorable Kwaku Amprachum Sapon epu efuni ye pa enam ne ntro bia akotwa to the Foreign Affairs Ministry no ho. Na Nsem-Pii Mese ebeko yakotie Honorable Nsema oditu dwa efa Okudzeto Ablakwa ho.
But one other concern and is because you himself for such fees and charges no it was the Parliament of Ghana Emma approval and sana matimi implement. And I recall say BBC no echo the committee for foreign affairs in Parliament.
Yes. We
are told by the ranking member on that committee say proposal never told money no. Omo ka kire aban say Boomba co-increments and be hard and graduating in kakra. Why didn't you take that suggestion?
Let me go on record and say, Okudzeto Ablakwa the guy. Okudzeto told a lie. Okudzeto told a lie.
How?
Okudzeto lied to Ghanaians with what he said yesterday or 3 days ago.
So.
Committee no determine on Saturday. Okudzeto won't come on your member of that committee. So he told a lie.
But he's a ranking member on the Foreign Affairs Committee.
Okudzeto is not. Let me tell you, Obi. Okudzeto is the ranking member of the Foreign Affairs Committee.
Yes.
And your Foreign Affairs Committee and they determine fees and charges. The committee that determines or work on or assesses and finally decide and make recommendations to Parliament, a subsidiary committee. The subsidiary legislation committee chairman Dr. Dominic Ayeni, MP for Boliga Ish. Okudzeto told a lie, and I am challenging him, and I am ready to meet him on the floor of Parliament on this particular matter. He can't continue with this hypocritical behavior, lies and deceit, and throwing dust to the eyes of Ghanaians.
Honorable.
He was not a member of the committee. The very day this particular matter even came to the plenary for decision and discussion, Okudzeto was absent.
Yeah, but Honorable, the fact still remains, even if a subsidiary legislation committee.
Yes, Dr. Dominic Ayeni is the chairman. You can call him.
Good. But even if a committee in the determine fees and charges, the Foreign Affairs Committee for an issue like this would have an input, no?
He was supposed to. He could have come to the plenary when the committee, subsidiary legislation made recommendations at the bar plenary to have contributed. That day he absented himself. He absented himself, he did not contribute. Now, at the subsidiary legislation committee, every document, every justification, every information we hear they asked us to supply it. So the consider as any. Our officers appeared before the committee. They supply information, their production cost, their whatever that goes in, telling them the truth and justifying why we are spending 400 per booklet. and we can't continue to sustain it. Committee no deliberate on the matter unanimously, and I'm stressing this, Obi. Unanimously, it wasn't not the chairman's decision. It was not one particular majority for decision. It was not a minority decision. It was an unanimous decision of the subsidiary legislation of Ghana Parliament that approved the fees. And I want the back plenary. When I want the back plenary, which is the sitting of all parliamentarians, also the debate went on, and again the total house and there was not one dissenting voice. Not one dissenting voice. So looking at the circumstances, any information at their disposal, no. The increment that was asked for and approved by the recommended by the subsidiary legislation was appropriate.
Yeah, so but if you read Okudzeto Ablakwa post no 3 days ago. Hold on. I just want to believe his view on this matter because he says NDC colleagues have shared that opinion.
It is a lie.
The opinion,
I am repeating it. It is a lie.
That opinion.
Let's go into the records of the committee, either Foreign Affairs Committee or whatever committee he is referring to. Let's go to the records, the reports of the committee. And she said Okudzeto cannot exist anywhere. It was recorded anywhere. Okudzeto is lying to Ghanaians and the whole world.
Indeed, you are saying, sir, at no point in a minority suggested, sir, in principle they agree with the increment, but this quantum leap no esnododo.
In fairness,
yes.
In fairness, Obi. In the 7th Parliament, I was the Vice Chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee. Okudzeto was the ranking member. Dr. Vanderpoy. Oko Vanderpoy was the ranking member.
Ranking, yes.
The chairman at that time, 7th Parliament, happens to be current chief whip, Addo. In the 8th Parliament, I'm a member of the Foreign Affairs Committee. But because of my past association with the committee and now fortunately sitting here as the Deputy Foreign Minister, that committee in meeting 9 out of their meetings, because I am matters here, discuss a fire ministry, we normally invite or bring it to our attention so that me and the minister tie a deputy member say, okay, honorable court meeting now. Issues we are near idea you meet me at the home come up. So I always go there. I always go to home meetings. It's near my far committee in the discussion. I happen to be there. Now, I can recall at one particular meeting, Okudzeto personal position, and I'm stressing it because I am the Subai. Most times when he himself speaks about a particular year, when Obama he will come and present it to the outer world to make it appear as if say one. I say a minority in the position. 2, if you are Nsem-Pii or Manu look like I said a committee in your position or no some more kind Waka, even to some extent, he has even spoken to the extent he said, or no, not to be the kind of team and look like say a parliament again. Why, Addo, it's the high time of better than the Subai. Now to ban or the number also the corporate president 2028.
Honorable Dabi, you also know, sir. You are also a member of parliament. I mean, some language against your colleague and a young parliamentary. Let's be minded by that. And Cecilia, you are not. Honorable, you are not on the floor of parliament speaking. Honorable immunity outside the floor of parliament. You can be sued for defamation. You are not on the floor. Outside the floor of parliament, no. One can say, yeah, you can be sued, and you know. But my point is, do you honestly believe, say, from $7 or $8 to $40+ no yes obi agitu mpo say wo say mutumu a enye quantum leap dodo
Obi what like I said the leap no your quantum no two ways about it what can we do we go ahead and continue to subsidize them from where sikani ekofa free here there subsidy there be a cost ekofa sikani ko subsidy they say yes here to be for sikani bi into we be anyere do we shut down the passport office or we continue to operate by making sure that amount for the realistic and the real figure the real cost I think that is the best. It is better of the evils. Now we can't go and take money from where we used to take the money from. I'm affecting ministry to the extent that some of our core functions we are having to put a stop. It is affecting us to the extent that even our overhead missions is beginning to be affected. I'm not doing baby cry. I started being say I hear your overhead overseas meetings. Maybe I am to near Sebusika near farmers subsidize the past. Obi, we have to run a business. We cannot continue to put our heads in the sand and pretend to say everything is hunky-dory. It is not everything that is hunky-dory. The truth must be told. And Ghanaians need to pay the realistic figures. One etiquette work was right. That I won't complain. But passport today who increases about fees here. And yet the production cost here, and then the other day, what do we do? Where do we find the money?
NTCC
and then this Obi. Yenis ka the America ko IMF for. Ye no mo ko kasika tam so mo mra me so ya asene. Na wo ko IMF for akose IMF o mo sika pa so wasene a. Wo ko politika na de ba ya, na de ba be subsidize a privileged document like passport. Secondly, as we speak, passport can now go in for passport because people were using it as a form of ID. Dr. Mawumi Addo, Mr. Dr. Digitalization, and they are digitalizing their money to the sense that and then you call Ghana card. Ghana card in Ghana, as we speak, has become the number one you can say ID for every soul. If you will hear passport, unless it's a open to quiet. And to the clamor for passport and subsidizing and chronobrani coming in Obi, I think it's a history. We need to look ahead. We need to be progressive. We need to go contemporary and do what we have to do. And what we have to do is to take out the politics, the adversarial and the poison politics. Anything coming from government, no matter what, is bad. Now, more importantly, on this particular matter, I started consulting, discussing, and engaging the opposition over 1 year. Let Openina or better phone so radio so better can reference. Ask him whether I can maybe share within the last year 5 times on this particular subject matter. I have met him about 5 times. I showed him the documents. I showed him the figures in the West Coast, in the West Africa region. Only minimum somewhere or catch me.
Nsem-Pii FM.
Minimum somewhere catch me. The previous leadership led by Honorable Idris Haruna. I met at least Charlie Danubem Prenum Pressure on the same matter. Aswasi, former MP, Womu Chief Whip, I met him, I discussed this matter with him severally. Womu current leadership, many Womu Shia, many Womu Dinkomo, many Adiana Chair Womu Wadinina. And Nunti and a man when it went to the subsidiary legislation, the people there were already aware of what really was on the ground when it comes to this passport matter and passport fee.
Honorable, what is the assurance to Ghana for say should this pass? That's a Ghana for statute. In fact, by law, no implementation started from ENRA.
Yeah.
And what is the assurance? Young konkonya delays. Biosemitria says I should get my passport promptly. Now enkoya said na eternal. What's the assurance?
Obi, me that say. Baby, the current state where passport acquisition is so chaotic and problematic. Amasatabon, some maybe a Rumua. What was here from Guru Boys? Jessica Bahat, a charge amount for no querying a meaning a hard in pass. And one of the reasons why last year, August, my minister, Honorable Shelly Ayoko Buti, and my Stomo passport headquarters here. you call your operations or maybe my friend say tsunami because see what a man massacre say but the fundamental is that one, you need the equipment. We are not investing in the passport acquisition. The IT equipment you need, the computers you need, the capturing machines they capture amount for biometrics you need another one inadequate. Printers they printing passport booklets you need and don't bottlenecks and problems whether when you say the moment there are challenges and bottlenecks and problems along the production chain, they are outside, but they also work in tandem with Yenya and Kofonubia, one who go inside home. Yamen Chado, tell Yenyasika, and as a charge is here, charge. Yet to me starting here, charge. Whoever in the next 1 month or 2 months, we will start to become a little bit liquid. We can approach our suppliers, yet we be able to form and say, look, now we have a revenue streamer. If you give us some of these equipment here, we will be able to increase production. And with the attendant increase in the revenue stream, we will be in a good position to service whatever credit facilities or whatever in the supply of these materials and equipment. Now, when we get these materials and equipment, the plan idea to Kwemunu, for example, to bring down the chaotic and problematic situation. One, we will probably start doing a double shift. There will be some who will work the normal shift, and there will be others who will also be working the second shift. So the second shift will start tackling the the friend say bookings that work, and then yes, and then one more. Starting another call center. You have a woman bookings will actually be going on. And ask them if an area slaughter, if they will be able to take advantage of it. Where the second shift of one will be handling Sa and Yaman. The same thing then will also be able to approach the suppliers of your printers. The Nsaka printers in the right now, as I talk to you, Obi Kokoye application passport says here, booking for biometrics, and this is December. And I can tell you, if it continues like this, in another 2 weeks, it will be January 2025. It is not sustainable. We can't do that. Now, our guarantee and our promise is that if we start getting this money, if there's a minimum of about 2 months when we start a revenue stream increasing, there will be a change in the delivery of the service. That is a commitment my minister is giving. Semo ya slagana for munyanti asema ye kakra. Na adi aye no enye sebe yenya ne hota ye anase bibi. Adwuma no ne pese ekoyie. Ye pese tinetine. Ye pese ye provide a proper service. Ye pese ye provide a current and a contemporary service to Ghanaians.